Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Kari, and that's Jarrod.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you.
Yes,
Just
yes.
in my ears here.
Yeah, it's too loud.
No, I was turning them up even more. I want more.
Always, right?
I want more. Exactly.
Oh, God. Well, happy Sunday. It's been a nice fall day here.
It has. We took a walk in the woods, didn't we?
Just a little quick one.
Yeah.
Just to clear the heads.
It was kind of quick, but kind of long too.
Clearing the head kind of walk.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, God. Yeah, I love it, though. Fall's my favorite time of year. For sure. The colors are beautiful. Looks like you're walking under a colorful canopy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was gorgeous out, and the weather was great, so, yeah.
You got to enjoy it, because in like a week, it'll all be dead and barren.
Fall lasts like a couple weeks here, and then it's just over, and you're like,
where'd it go?
That was it. That's all we got. Like
it's
3
weird.
weeks.
Like it's almost Halloween. It doesn't feel like it was just July, and it's freaking almost Halloween right now.
I know. It is crazy, and I'm almost done with my buildings.
Yay.
5 more buildings, and I am done, and I get to make more videos for you guys. After I spend a few days riding the couch, I'm gonna play video games for like 2 days and just be a piece of crap. A lazy piece of crap.
A piece of crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna, man. It's gonna be fun. What'd you say?
I said you're good at being a piece of crap.
I know, I am. It comes very naturally to me. Yeah, I don't have to fight that at all. I don't even have to try.
Yeah.
I can just...
It's funny when you're in a phase of your life where you can just be a lazy piece of crap and it's okay, then you don't want to. Then you want something to do. And then when you're like sick and you have to be...
Yeah, it's always, we always want what we can't have, you know. So, but, I mean,
I'm
knowing...
bored.
Yeah, exactly.
I got nothing to do.
Knowing me, though, I'll take one day and just do it. And I'll play my guitar and watch some TV, and I just need a day to not have to do anything.
Yeah.
And then the next day I'll make a video or something, you know, because it's a lot, you know, what I've been doing. So I'm tired, too. I'm just really tired. But I'm getting through it, and I can't wait, because I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. And I'm definitely going to do a channel update. I can't wait to do that. I'm taking notes on my phone of all the things I want to cover.
He really is.
I am. I really take notes. So I got 2 videos in the works that I'm doing. I got notes for, and a channel update. So I can't wait to get all that done for you guys. And I'm actually really excited about the channel update.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just think it's going to be a fun video to do, and I think it'll be.
Are you gonna put some characters in it?
No.
No characters?
No characters. I'm just going to be boring old me.
Just boring, Jarrod.
Yeah.
You're not boring.
Yeah, depends. There's people who probably think I am, but that's okay. We're just not meant to hang.
That's right, not meant to be.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to some folks.
Yeah, let's do that. And then you gonna sing?
And then I'm gonna sing. Johnny Romero, how are you, man?
Hey, Johnny, what's happening? Congrats on the EL34-100, by the way. Yeah. He got himself an EL34-100.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
He says he's looking forward to hearing the new song.
Oh, we are too.
We've
been working hard on it, and today, Kari made the decision to do it.
Oh, you're gonna blame it on me?
Yep, I'm blaming it. Well, I left it up to you.
I know.
So she's like, well, we gotta do it sometime, so let's just do it.
There's always a starting spot, right?
Yep. So the nerves are high, but we'll see.
Not my nerves, your nerves.
Yeah, they are. I'm always nervous.
I know.
Because my biggest issue is, you know, I don't want to screw you up.
Yes, I don't want you to screw me up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want it to be my fault.
You won't let me screw you up, but it's funny how that works. I can't screw you up, but you'll screw me up.
I don't know. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, if you start...
You hide my screw-ups.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't reveal your screw-ups. That's what I really meant to say.
Kyle Hart, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up, Kyle? Good to see you, man.
Haven't had a Kemper night in a while. Gonna be good, and I can't remember what the song is. You want to say what the song is?
Yeah, you can say what it is.
So we did a cover of Dio's Rainbow in the Dark.
Yeah.
I'm super excited, and we made it our own, so it's not.
Yeah, she put her little twist on some of the parts.
Kari spin on it.
Yeah, and we're digging it. It's still, I think we're still probably going to put some finishing touches on it as we go, but it's definitely presentable at this point, you know.
Yeah, it'll grow a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some backing tracks. But
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm excited for it.
I like it.
Hey, Dean Harkness, how are you, man?
Hey, haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you, man.
Let's see. Oh, he said he had the flu last Sunday.
Ooh, dude, I'm
it's
sorry.
It's been going around. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm glad hopefully you're feeling better. I would think you are by now.
Yeah, Steve-O, how are you?
Steve-O, what's happening?
Time for a glass of whiskey and some Tone Wars.
Hell yeah,
nice.
baby. Have one on us, too. I'm drinking, like, responsible stuff tonight because I don't know why. Why am I being responsible?
I don't know. You didn't have time to be irresponsible?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm a little tired, so whiskey'd probably knock me out.
I'm going to skip over the Mick Mars comments in John 5 and stuff. We'll talk about that when we get into the
and we'll get back to your comments.
Yes, we'll go back. Or you can remake them.
Circle back.
Yeah. GM Iron, how are you, man?
Hey, what's going on, GM Iron?
Let's see. Kyle, let's see. Johnny Romero, did I already say hi to him? Was he the first one?
I think
Johnny
so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hi, anyway. Again.
Yeah.
Flux, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Flux?
He says, I just got a 440 Live 2x12 cab with G12K 100 speakers. The cabs are built to order from not too far from me in California. This cab is built like a tank and sounds amazing.
Hell yeah. Good job, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, Gravel Wax is here. Hey, man.
What's up, Steve?
And he wants to know if I listened to the Okay, can I just hurry up and disappoint you? I did not listen to it. I'm sorry.
Oh, he sent me the video.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think I was in the middle of my daughter's date and driving on the road.
She's got daughter stuff going on right now, so yeah. Yep, so you got to forgive her, but we'll listen to it tonight afterwards. But I did listen to it. If it's the same band he sent me some stuff too. Yeah, it was pretty freaking cool.
He said it was Masterpiece by Motionless in White. Is that?
I believe that's it. Yeah, I believe so. Yep, if memory serves. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but he did.
Yeah, we get busy and it's crazy, but she'll listen to it tonight with me.
Nathan Cloud. Hi, Nathan.
Hey, haven't seen you in a bit.
Yeah. Good
to see you, man.
You been all right?
You been good? Have you been good? Yeah, I'm just making sure my... Ooh, that is... My in-ears are loud tonight.
Mine are too. I was like, I gotta turn it down when you play.
Maybe I should turn our voices up a little bit. Maybe that's what the deal is. Check 1, 2. Behind the scenes, live.
Hello.
Hello. There we go. Yeah. I don't know why those were, our mics were down, but they were.
Let's see. GM Iron says, any chance on some new QC captures, homie? Need that Victory Super Kraken. Kyle answered he doesn't have a QC.
Yeah, I don't have a quad cortex, man. Sorry. Thanks for asking, though. But I'm going to do some more Kemper stuff. As soon as I get caught up and have a little bit of time to kind of recharge my batteries, I'm going to reconfigure some things in the studio. Yeah. I'm going to be driving everyone nuts with Kemper profiles and videos, so it's coming.
Do it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been selling a lot of Kemper profiles this week too, but I want to profile every amp in here. I want to do the EVH Easter eggs ones too.
You need to pick like 1 or 2 days a week, and then don't do them after because you hate them.
I don't like doing them
day after day after day. Then you like run for the hills.
They're not fun to do. It's a lot of work, and the thing is, it's weird. Is the whole time you're making them, you're second guessing everything because it's like
you get ear fatigue.
It's your ears get fatigued. It's like tasting chocolate all day. And then you get home and everyone's like, hey, you want some chocolate? And you're like, no, I don't. I don't want any chocolate. I mean,
although I think Amy would still want chocolate. Amy.
Yeah, Jay's wife. She is a chocolate-aholic.
That was really fun. I don't think he's in here yet, but we had a lot of fun hanging out with him last night.
Yeah, she had, what did she have?
2 chocolate martinis.
Yeah. Woo!
And they had the hardened chocolate on the glass. Right? So they like dipped the glass so it was coated and then it would go over the lip. And
nice.
Yeah. I love chocolate.
It looked good. That was some pretty chocolatey goodness there.
Tony, how are you, Tony Krozik?
Hey, what's
up? Happy Sunday. Shipped my Mesa Mark II C+ to the mad scientist Mike Bendolini at Mesa in California for maintenance service and recap before he retires.
Oh.
8-week turnaround time, but worth it.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Good for you, man. So that guy's retiring, huh? So you want the master to work on it one more time before he's done, huh? Good for you, man.
Lou Sass, how are you? He says, hey guys, love
Hey,
the
Lou.
channel.
Thank you.
I haven't seen his name before.
Yeah, good to see you here, man.
Hey Lou.
Well, tonight we're going to cover a couple things, like Kari's going to sing, and I'm going to try not to screw her up. And we're going to talk about the John 5 replacing Mick Mars thing. And I will get around to, you know, editing these parts that we cover in the news and re-uploading them for just their own thing. I just had a busy week. But we're going to do that. And then I'm going to play some mixes on my Kemper with my own profiles of the Red 7 Leviathan. And I love these profiles.
Yeah.
They're freaking so good. So anyway, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Then we're going to do a live Q&A and,
Yep,
you know, whatever.
always.
So you
want
ready
to just do it? Just
Yeah.
get it over with for you. But I feel like he'll be able to breathe once it's done.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron Lucas. Glad you can make it.
Aaron, what's happening, man? Good to see you here. All right. Give me a second here to switch things around. I got to mute our mics and turn on yours. All right.
When there's lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who is lost and never found. I cry out for magic, I feel it dancing in the light. It was cold, I lost my hold to the shadows of the night. There's no time in the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. A rainbow in the dark. Do your demons, do they ever let you go? When you've tried, do they hide deep inside? Is it someone that you know? Cry out for magic, feel it dancing in the light. We're alive, you and I, we're words without a rhyme. There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. A rainbow in the dark, yeah. When I see lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who is lost and never found. Feel the magic, I feel it floating in the air. But it's fear, and you'll hear it's calling you, beware. There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been tired of the day. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow. Like a rainbow in the dark. You're a rainbow in the dark. You're just a rainbow in the dark. You're a rainbow in the dark. You're just a picture. You're an image caught in time. We're alive, you and I, we're words without a rhyme. Ooh, ooh.
Alrighty.
I want to redo.
Why?
I screwed up some of the words.
Oh, that's okay.
I replaced them. I'm like trying to. It's
That's all right.
It's the first
It's
one.
the first one.
You got to get it over with.
It's like we used to say in band practice, the first one's the worst one. You know? Remember we used to do every time we play live on stage our new song,
Yes.
we're all looking at each other like, don't you?
Right. There's the two things that we always, there's one part that he always misses, and
Yep.
there's two lines that I always screw up.
Yep. And I got my part.
She did.
2 snaps in a circle for me.
That's right. Love it.
Yeah. No, you sang well. It sounded really good. Yeah.
Thank
Very,
you.
very, very well done. I think it was very pretty sounding, like we wanted it, and
Yeah.
yeah. I think the effects were a little low though. But,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's okay.
I liked it.
I'd
anyway.
rather them to be too low than too high, so it worked out.
Jam Iron said, "Killer clean sound, nice rendition. Kari's killing it. Nice work.
Oh, thank you.
Killer range. Thank you."
Yeah, that
Dean.
was the piezo I used through the Kemper. Yeah, this piezo, I'm telling you guys, I mean, if you don't have a guitar with a piezo, you're really missing out.
So beautiful.
It's just gorgeous.
Kyle Hart said, "Killing it."
Thank you.
Dean Harkness, hell yeah, Ronnie would be proud. Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
Tony says, "Sounds amazing in our end. Nice job."
Thank you very much, guys.
Damon Stewart, "She can sing." Surprise!
Surprise! Surprise!
Oh, Jay says, "Probably my favorite cover so far." Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks.
Jay.
Appreciate that, dude.
Johnny Romero, "Very cool acoustic tone on the guitar. Nice playing, Jarrod, and fantastic job singing, Kari."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, guys.
Sean Hockey says, "Great rendition. Damn, amazing."
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. You know, it was fun like when you started doing verse 2
Yeah.
and we were discussing that and we were like, and then all of a sudden you started taking it into like this augmented version of itself, and we were like, yep, that's it right there. Because we record our practices down here and then we play them back and listen to stuff. And we
Because
were
I
like,
will forget. I will do something in like this altered state, whatever it is.
yeah, she forgets all the time. So when we come down here and practice, I always hit record, and it's all like,
Thank
there
God
you go.
somebody's brain works.
Yeah. That's how we do it. Yep.
CS says, "Sweet with a heart." Nice.
Thank you.
Aaron Lucas, "Flawless." But what else would it be from you two? Oh,
Oh,
next, how about
you are-
Queensryche?
you're
Anybody
too kind.
listening? Yeah.
I was actually, yes.
Yeah.
That's the one. That one, and what's the piano one? There's a piano one that they did on, what album was that? Was that on the one with Jet City Woman?
I don't know.
I showed it to you before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just such a great song. I want to do that one too, and get ready for a challenge. Because
Great.
it's Jeff effing Tate, you
Right.
know? So,
Right.
I mean, there's so much nuance to what he does, and it's like, I don't even know, how can you improve on what he did there? It's so good. But we'll listen to it. They did 2 versions of that song. They did like a full band version and the piano version. I highly preferred the piano version. I hated the full band version.
Yeah.
The piano version was just gorgeous. It sounded so good. So yeah, we could do it. Is there anybody listening? We almost did Take Hold of the Flame.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? We almost did that in our old band, and I don't remember why we didn't do it, but it just never came
No,
to.
I don't
but
remember why either.
yeah, that would have been fun. Those big notes he hits in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to sing. So challenging is nice, but I also want to have fun and
Well-
not be super nervous. Like, can
Yeah.
I sustain this, you know?
Well, I think on the song that I'm talking about,
And I
it's-
don't want to always pick safety notes for it, too. you
exactly.
know?
Well, the song I'm talking about doesn't have a lot of high notes. It's just
Okay.
got a lot of big ones.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? They're just big
I can
moments.
do big ones.
Yeah.
I can do big notes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the high range.
No, well, they're kind of up there, but they're not like, stratosphere stuff, But yeah, we'll listen to it afterwards.
Flux says, "I'm so glad you guys did this. You need to get ready to go out and play it live. Kari, I urge you to get a TC Helicon Voice Live 2. It thickens your voice nicely. I've used one for over 10 years live. Oh.
Yeah, and it also harmonizes. So it's a nice piece of gear for that.
Let's see. A Dio song from Sean Watkins. Aaron Lucas, a piezo through the Kemper. That's where I went wrong. Been putting pizza through my Kemper.
Well, let me know how that works out,
Not
man.
the same, right?
Might be really good. I don't know.
Tony, what delay is that with the piezo? Very liquid.
Oh, thanks for asking. That is the dual delay. Yep, that's the dual delay. And I have it at 316 on one side and 616 on the other. Yep, I love that delay. I think Kemper, out of all of the effects units out there, has the best reverbs and delays. It really does. Yep, I love the effects on this unit.
CS
Perfect.
says he's voting for I Don't Believe in Love then.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
GM says Silent Lucidity.
Yep, that's a good one. That's obviously a very good one. But there was another one that was just piano and Jeff singing, and I can't remember the name of the song, but we'll listen to it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's such a great song. It really is.
Fox says, Carrie, try to pick songs that use your chest voice rather than your head voice. Makes it easier to sing. Dean, Eyes of a Stranger is my vote.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I love Eyes of a Stranger.
Jay and Jarrod, all right.
That whole album
Luce.
was amazing.
Jay got us. He was loose ass.
Oh, loose ass.
I totally was like, loose ass. Okay.
He got you.
I haven't seen your name before. You got me.
You got her. All right, I gotta charge my wireless.
The wireless.
Yeah.
Manny Miha. Hello, guys. Been a while. Watching at home, sipping on some Metallica blackened whiskey. Ooh.
Ooh, nice, man.
Nice.
Good to see you.
It has been a while, Manny. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Jarrod says, or Flux. Jarrod says. Flux says, Jarrod, have you ever tried using the Kemper in 4-cable method with an amp and just use the Kemper for effects?
Yes. Yes, I have, and it does work very well. Yep, because the effects are amazing. So you can definitely do that. You just put a loop block in there and run your amp through it. And then that's it. And then everything, before the amp is, obviously in front of it. And everything after it is all the effects in the effects loop. Yeah, I did that with my Synergy rig years ago. And it really does work. Yep.
I want to do over again, though.
Well,
I want to get the words right.
We'll do it next week.
No, do it later.
Later?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up to you. That's
Take
up to
a little
you.
wine.
Up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
It went by so fast.
Yeah.
I felt like it barely started and then it was over.
You know me with twos, though.
Oh, great. We're going to have to do it 3 times. He never settles on the second one.
Yeah, I have a thing about twos.
Well, why'd you say something? Don't say it.
Just trying to warn you. Second one always sucks. That's how I do everything. Second one's a guaranteed throwaway.
Do you want to do the in the news?
Yes. All right, so I'm setting this up for my editing, too. So 1 second, guys.
In the news.
And we're back in the news.
And we're back.
All right, so basically, it's been rumored that John 5 may be replacing Mick Mars in the upcoming tour for Motley Crue. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens, So we're going to talk about, our thoughts on it. And we want to hear your thoughts as well. Carrie will be reading and responding to your comments as well. And basically, they got a tour coming up, and I don't know why they're still touring, to be honest with you, because they had a contract to never tour again.
Right.
And then they ripped that up and then toured. And then the tour, I never heard any good things about the tour. I heard everyone was just, cracking jokes about Vince Neil's voice and his, some other things. And I just, it was like, why are they doing this to themselves? Like, go out on a high note, guys. And it was just really interesting. So they're gearing up for another tour, and you know, I guess Mick Mars is having some issues, and
Yeah.
all due respect to Mick Mars, I mean, I think he's a, you know, well, we'll get into what we think of his guitar playing and stuff like that later, but, you know, you want to expand on...
Yeah. So he has a disease called ankylosing spondylosis. Not easy to say.
Yeah, not easy to say, yeah.
We'll call it AS. That's the
Yeah.
shortened version of it is called AS. And he was diagnosed with it when he was 17. And in the articles that I read, he was saying that he just didn't have enough money to go have medical treatment when he was younger. So it got bad very quickly. He has lost 3 inches of height over his life. So it's arthritis that affects the pelvis and the spine. And which you can imagine, losing 3 inches, that is quite a lot of degeneration and pain that he was dealing with. Yeah. So he ended up in 2004 having hip replacement surgery, and he quit playing guitar for 2 years. He couldn't play guitar. He quit.
I didn't even know that.
Yep.
I had no idea.
And with the help of a therapist, he was able to relearn how to control or how to hold the guitar and play again. And he went on performing after that. So he's been through some stuff.
Yeah, that dude's been through a lot.
Yeah.
His whole life. I mean, 17 all the way up till he's 71 now.
Yep. And so the disease progressed up into his brain now, and he can't move his head.
God, that's sad.
He's lost motion. Yeah, so he can't perform
he can't
anymore.
perform. Yeah, he physically can't, which is really sad. You know, I mean, I don't know what I would do if I couldn't play guitar anymore. I'd be a mess.
Although I'm trying to learn how to play guitar, but I had thought of it like driving. Like you're at that point in your life where you have to give up some independence, and you got to turn over your keys to your kids or whoever, and like having that taken away from you. What it does to you.
Yeah, and it's not by choice. It's like you just get up one day and realize, like, I'm done.
I can't
do
this.
And it's really sad. It really is. And so basically, you know, I guess people are wondering, like, is John 5 the right fit?
Yeah.
You know?
So is he going to have to change his persona? He's kind of done the whole horror, scary makeup stuff when he was with Rob Zombie, and I don't know, did he have makeup like that when he was with Marilyn Manson?
I think he had, some stuff going on with Marilyn Manson too. But John 5, he's kind of a chameleon.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think John 5 can join any band and play. I mean, the guy's a world-class guitar player. I mean, he's definitely one of the best guitar players out there. If you haven't heard him play, I mean, he is phenomenal. I mean, I was first introduced to him when I used to watch that metal show, and he was on as a guest guitar player once, and I'm like, who is this guy? Because I wasn't a Marilyn Manson guy or a Rob Zombie guy. I heard their stuff, but I didn't listen to it, if that makes sense. So I didn't even know he was in the band because I didn't care about those bands, and I never looked it up. And then I found out, like, he was in those bands, and I'm like, why is he wasting his talent in that stuff when he's so much... I mean, the guy is so much better than that. I mean, he can play... it was kind of like when I heard Tremonti play outside of Creed. I'm like, I had no idea how amazing he was. And it's the same thing with John 5. John 5 is that amazing. He's so talented, and he's so unique in his playing style.
Don't get me wrong. Motley Crue's been popular for a long time, but they're not super hard, like Dream Theater type of... So I mean, you think he's kind of...
Well, he's way above that as far as skill level goes, but he can also play it. And I think he's a good enough musician where he could fit right in. And I think John 5 would be very respectful of Mick Mars's parts. You know. So
do you think they're going to want him to play them the same way, or are they going to let him...
Yeah, I think, well, out of respect for Mick... the songs and the fans, I think he should. Yeah. You know, now, out of respect for him, I think they should give him a moment on stage, or maybe a moment in a few of the songs where he can just go up there and tear it up. Yeah. Because the crowd wants to hear that too. So I think that there's that balance.
There's that. You know? I was going to say he's bringing maybe a different crowd in to hear them. His fans, you know, if he has a lot of fans in Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson and that genre. Yeah. Putting them back into...
Yeah, I think he's going to bring fans to the show. I mean, I would go to the show just to see him. Yeah. You know, the rest of the band, I'm whatever about. I mean...
What you were going to say about it.
Well, Well, the thing is like, I think Mick Mars, because there was a point where they were going to replace him years and years ago with Jakey Lee, and it's a rumor. It's been, corroborated and uncorroborated, depending on who you talk to. But I think that they were best to stick with Mick Mars, because Motley Crue, with a virtuoso guitar player that can play, and I'm not saying touring with him, but writing with him and having the guys shred all over their stuff, I don't know if that would be a good fit.
Yeah.
I think Mick Mars was the perfect guitar player for Motley Crue.
Yep.
His style, his sound, and his leads weren't like, oh my God, mind-boggling, but they fit. They were very tasteful, and they were like perfect for what they did. So whatever Mick Mars did in that band, I have 100% respect for it, because I feel like he was the right guy for the job, and I think he's a great guitar player, and I think he's the perfect guitar player for Motley Crue. So I don't think they could have, done any better.
Now he's like 10 years-ish older than the rest of the people.
Yep.
And then we looked it up earlier today. John 5 is
52.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a tad bit. I think he's older than what you thought he was.
Yeah,
but
he is. He's older than I thought, but that's okay.
But not quite as old as the rest of the dudes.
Yeah. So So anyways, I think.
Says, Jarrod, tell us what you really think.
Well, I think if they're going to replace anybody in that band, Vince Neil. I mean, the guy can't sing anymore.
Somebody in here was just saying, we will get to your comments. He needs, it was Gravel Rocks. Vince needs to lip sync. He's horrible, just like Don Dokken shouldn't even be singing live.
Yeah, he's terrible. I mean, he's, and I'm not trying to be mean, but Vince is in a physical condition where he can't even breathe right.
Yeah.
And he's out of shape to a point where his lungs and his cardiovascular system can't even keep up. So when you hear him sing, he's just, he's just blurting out vowels and syllables just
so
to,
the thought of them even going out on a high note is gone.
Oh yeah, it's gone. It's totally gone.
Because I had asked him, I'm like, do you think that they should just bow out and retire? But
yeah, they should have when they first wrote the contract and said this is the last tour, because all you see, I mean, Vince Neil has become a meme.
Yeah.
The Abominable Snowman and all the stuff. It's like, dude, okay, I'm just gonna drop the hammer here. Vince, you're a freaking multi-millionaire. You can afford a chef and a trainer. It's simple. Just get a chef and a trainer and get in shape and get a vocal coach too and learn how to get your voice back. There's plenty of singers that have done that. It's like you have one job, get yourself back in shape and ready for a tour out of respect for your freaking fans. I just think you're taking a giant steaming dump on your fans by going out and performing in that condition and singing the way you do. We've all seen the videos. I mean, it's atrocious. It's absolutely abhorrent. And that, if I was at John 5's caliber, which I'm obviously not, and they called me, I'd be like, put Vince on. Hey, you gonna sing good this time? Because I don't want to be associated with what I've been seeing these last couple tours, because that's embarrassing to me. So I'll tell you what, let's have a contract. I'll help you guys out, but you're going to figure out how to perform better, because I don't want to be standing next to that mess. So those are pretty much my thoughts about it.
Yes, says Vince Neil makes me have an asthma attack listening to him sing. I get out of breath when he sings.
I know. It's the same with me. Like, I watch it and I'm like, am I hyperventilating? Because I'm like, dude, you can't breathe, can you? Like, holy crap. Like, get in shape. Like I said, you have no excuse. You really don't. If you're a millionaire and you're going on tour and you have several months to ramp up for that.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's spent it all.
You think? No, he's got plenty of money. I've seen Sammy Hagar's show.
Why are they touring again, though?
Well, they're just doing it for the love, They got plenty of money. These guys aren't broke. But the thing is like, out of respect for your bandmates, out of respect for your fans and your music and your legacy, you get in shape and go on tour. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody tearing up a contract and going back on tour. I don't care, but make it worth your while. I mean,
Jay
geez.
says, "Oh, trust me, Vince has a chef, but it's Chef Boyardee." Let me get to some of these comments.
Yes. Yeah.
Kyle Hart just said Chad Gray and Mudvayne is the same way now too.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah, Vox Pathfinder says this is Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy.
Ken Tamplin's got a great channel. He really
Jared
does.
from Gravel Rocks. Jared, I think you should just get a white Warlock BC Rich and replace Nick Myers. Let's see, Vox Pathfinder going out on a high note. It's all about the money, yeah.
Yeah, it's and that's okay if you want to go make money, but make sure that it's worth the money to come
Give people
see you.
something to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You know.
Vince Salutari, hey guys. Hi, how are you, Vince?
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
What's going on, man?
Kyle says that was a verbatim impression. Oh, the law has joined us. How are you doing, Jamie?
What's up, Jamie?
He says, I think John 5 is funky enough to fit. He has proved to be very versatile, for sure.
Yeah, he's a very versatile guitar player. He's amazing.
Vox Pathfinder says, how about Buckethead?
I don't think Buckethead would be a good fit.
For Motley Crue?
Yeah, I think John 5 would be great. I mean, there's plenty of other guitar players that would be a good fit, but Richie Kotzen would be amazing. And I can't remember. There was a couple other ones that, flew by me. But, yeah, Richie Kotzen's got that kind of bluesy feel. And that dude's amazing. I mean, he would be a good fit. But I think John 5 is... I think he's just very relevant right now, and I think he would bring in, like you said earlier, a lot of fans to watch the show, and I think he'd be respectful.
Sean Hockey says John 5 is an awesome chicken picker as well.
Oh, dude, that guy's insane. One of the best guitar players
Klaus
out there.
said he can play anything.
Yep, he can.
Flux is so sorry to hear this about Mick Mars. Yeah.
I am too. I really am too. I mean, I got a lot of respect for Mick. I think... again, he's not the most virtuosic, or however you want to pronounce it, guitar players out there, but I just think that he didn't need to be, and it's good that he wasn't, because Motley Crue, I mean, if you had a guy shredding all over their stuff, it wouldn't sound good.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't. It'd be terrible. I think that Mick Mars is a very respectful guitar player, and he's very tasteful, and what he did was about as good as it can be done,
Jay said he saw Motley Crue on the recent arena tour, and Mick was barely able to move. He still played good, but you could tell he was laboring.
Yeah, he was in a lot of pain too.
Yeah.
That was the problem. That shows the passion that Mick had for doing what he did too. Is like to be in that much pain and still go out and play like that. I mean, that says a lot for the guy. I have nothing but respect for him.
Zerkerland liked the in the news. He said it was pounding. The intro was pounding.
Thank you.
Oh, Flux says it was loud. It must be super loud. Maybe it was up in the mix.
No, maybe. Well, I'll have to watch it afterwards. Let's see. Yeah, our voices were a little low tonight, so maybe that's why.
Let's see.
They're turning it up.
I think
for
I
the
went
net.
far enough back.
All
We
right.
got them. Okay, J. Croft. Phil X would be a good replacement. He can sing well, so
yeah.
he could replace Vince at the same time.
There's another one. That's perfect. Yeah, Phil X would be awesome too, but he's so busy in Bon Jovi. I don't know if he's got time for that. I don't know. But he'd be great.
Jamie the Law says, I'm doing good now that I got that Vince impression out of Jarrod. Aaron Lucas, Crew needs to bring back John Karabi. That 94 record was ahead of its time.
That one, according to, I think it was Mick Mars, said that was his favorite record that they ever did.
Yeah.
What was yours? You can't name stuff.
No, I can't.
Yeah, Dr. Feelgood was
Yes,
mine.
there you go.
Yeah, Dr. Feelgood was
That's
mine.
probably one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. So that whole album was great.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I loved Dr. Feelgood. I loved Kickstart My Heart. That was my favorite. That's my favorite all-time Motley Crue song. Girls,
I couldn't
Girls,
even
Girls
tell you
was
the
awesome.
name of the song I just sung now.
Yeah. She does not know
Names
names.
like, boom,
Yeah,
right out of my head.
they don't stick with her. But Yeah, Girls was obviously on another album, but there was some good stuff on there. But yeah, that was Dr. Feelgood was their best album. It was just so freaking good. I think it was produced very well, almost to the point where it was overproduced, but it was still very polished and nice. And yeah, they did a great job on that.
Aaron Lucas says the thing about Vince Neil losing weight should have been said in your Arnold voice.
Vince, you've got to lose weight. You're too flabby. You're up there in the flabinator singing in your microphone. Get out of here with the flabby ass. Lose weight. Get on the treadmill. Stop eating the pizza. Eat some carrots or something. You're crying out loud. You're up there hyperventilating. Kickstart my heart. Shut up and kickstart my heart. We're going to have to literally kickstart your heart if you don't lose the weight.
Get the paddles ready.
Yeah, come on. We're sitting by the sidelines waiting with the shocker.
Jay Croft sent you a super chat with a request for Vince Neil orders a pepperoni pizza with extra cheese.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to do that. He talks like this. Hey, it's Vince.
You're cracking yourself up now.
I can't even do it. Want to order pizza? I can't do it.
You're going to need a different request for that.
Yeah, I'm going to need a different one. He just sings through his nose. He's real nasally.
I
Yeah.
can't speak to that because I do
Super.
too.
Yeah, well, you don't sound that nasally. No, he's real nasally. And then when you couple in all the other stuff, you know.
Klaus says listening to Mick's amps in the 80s was priceless.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I think his best tone was on Dr. Feelgood. It was just gnarly. It was so nasty. You know, he had a great tone on that album.
Dean Harkness, yeah, Dr. Feelgood was Bob Rock. Bob Rock.
Oh, Bob Rock did it. Yeah, he's the producer.
I
yeah.
thought he was trying to say it was something like
Oh,
Dad
like Dad
Rock
Rock or Butt Rock. It's a cross between Dad Rock and Butt Rock. Bob Rock. No, Bob Rock's the producer, yeah.
We're totally cracking Joe Stop up.
Oh, good.
Kyle Hart says Bob Rock makes any record gold.
Oh, yeah, that guy's awesome, man. Yeah, Bob Rock he still is the dude.
Vox Pathfinder says you need to, Jarrod needs a Flying V guitar.
Oh, well, I've actually been, I've been thinking about making a compromise instead of buying the Kiesel, getting a Solar. They're way cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Are they Flying Vs?
They have a Flying V.
Yeah.
But I don't.
It's not your thing.
I'm not a Flying V
No,
guy.
that's not.
Nope. You'll never see me own a Flying V. No disrespect to people that like them.
No, it works for
TJ.
but
Yeah, it's just not my thing. You know, I'll probably end up getting a body style just like this. It's just, I like everything familiar. Anytime I get too far out of what's familiar for me, I get really like, I can't play it.
Back to mama.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do.
Kyle says you can't really play a Flying V sitting down.
Yeah, you got to stick it here, and then the things they used to have in the 80s. They came out with a kickstand on it. It came down, and you could play with. I'm like, dude, come on. Yeah, they're not a practical guitar. That's for sure.
Eric Salinas said, "Hi all, John will bring in the younger crowd." Yep, agreed.
Yep.
Even if it's just to see him, then maybe they'll be Motley Crue, but they do need a new singer, so they're just screwed.
Yeah.
Went around that circle real fast.
Everyone's gonna be like, I came to see John 5.
You're so right.
What?
He should have a conversation with them about that. Like,
I would.
You get your singer in gear, and I am on board. I am not going to humiliate myself and.
I would have a come to Jesus meeting with Vince. I really would. And I would have a come to Jesus and Satan meeting with Vince. I'd be like, all right, you need to lose weight and I'm not fat shaming the guy. I'm just saying you need to get healthy. Like,
yeah, he can't sing right now.
Yeah, lose the weight, get your cardiovascular system, because that's part of your instrument is your cardiovascular. It's just like my wrists and fingers are for my playing. You know, if I had messed up fingers and wrists, I couldn't play. So you're singing, you're breathing, your heart's pumping. You got to stay up with your wind and all that. I'd be like, dude, you need to get in shape and fix your voice, take vocal lessons, and call me when you're ready. I am not standing on stage next to that mess. I'm just not. He's John 5. He doesn't need to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, no one. I don't know Vince, but I'm almost thinking that he'd be like, we'll just pay you more. How's that?
Sven has just joined us from Germany. Hey, Sven.
Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
Somebody, Dean says, Jarrod, just sing and breathe heavy while ordering a pizza.
This is Vince. I want a pizza.
Fox Pathfinder, didn't the rhythm guitar player now from Guns N' Roses buy Mick Mars' Marshall?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Kyle said he had a massive part in why Metallica's Black Album was so great. Oh,
Bob Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great name for that position.
Yeah, it's probably it's got to be a stage name. Yeah.
Klaus says, yes, he bought a couple Jose modded ones.
Ah, yes, the Jose modded
Ooh,
Marshalls.
Tony's, he's a fan of you getting a Solar. Ola England Shred Beast. He has the newer boosted Solar pickups and the new stuff.
Ooh, nice. I want to get one. I want to get one with the Sustainiac in it. But they're out of stock. I was looking them up the other night, and I was going to order one, and I'm like, they're out of stock. He had this really nice orange one. But I don't like painted guitars, but I would have got that one, you know. But
You do like orange.
yeah, I'm waiting, you know. I just want to pick the right one. Most of the models that I want are out of stock. I'm like, doggone it, you know. So we'll see.
GM says, met Vince once. He was winded getting off the bar stool for real.
Yeah, I mean, he's not healthy, man. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean, I want him to live a long and happy life. And I don't know how you can... I've put on... when I put on, as I have in the past, like 20 extra pounds, I feel like crap. My knees hurt. My freaking hips hurt. Everything hurts. And I get winded easily. And it's like, okay, this has got to come right back off, you know. And as I get older, it's harder. It comes on easier and goes off harder. And I've been eating like crap lately because I've been working so much. And those onion rings are good, but
Tell them what you did the other day with that lady in the drive-thru did to you.
So this lady, I pull up the Culver's,
Jeez.
and I'm like, yeah, I'll take the, you know, the triple deluxe burger. And I was like, you guys got broccoli, right? And she's like, you really want broccoli? I'm like, well, I got to have it instead of onion rings because, you know, I should be eating healthier. And she's like, yeah, but do you really want the broccoli though? I'm like, no, I'd rather have onion rings. She goes, then get yourself some onion rings. I'm like, I shouldn't. She goes, just get the onion rings. You know you want them. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, fine, I'll get the freaking onion rings. And I pull around and she opens the window. I'm like, hello, Satan. She's like, just gave me that devious look and took my credit card.
Did you get your broccoli and onion rings?
No, that was the thing too. She's like, I'll give you broccoli and onion. I'm like, well, what good is that? Like it cancels
like
it out.
I'm gonna eat the broccoli if there's onion rings.
Well, like it cancels it out. I wish that was the case. Like, I'll take the onion rings and then I'll cancel it out with broccoli. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No, you eat the broccoli and fart out the onion
Yeah,
rings.
exactly. Broccoli onion ring farts. That's got to be amazing.
To be fair, though, their broccoli is decent.
It is decent.
It's decent. It's not terrible.
But compared to onion rings, it's trash.
Oh, Lord. All right, we got a lot of comments on his weight. Dean Harkness says, yeah, man, look at Meatloaf. He was a big guy, but could sing his ass off.
Yeah.
Sean Hockey, you will absolutely love a Solar guitar. I have a 7-string G-style and love it to pieces.
Oh, sweet. I can't wait. I want to try it. I really do.
Fox Pathfinder, lots of opera singers are globe-shaped. It's not about that.
Well,
it's about your lung capacity, your cardiovascular ability.
Well, and opera singers aren't running around like maniacs on a
Right.
stage either. They're standing there, you know. I mean, I get it, but Vince is running around and talking and you know, interacting with the crowd, and it's like you can't do that and be at that physical
Kyle
condition.
Hart says if you're getting a Solar, you have to try the Evertune Bridge.
I appreciate the comment. I don't do Evertunes because if it doesn't have a whammy bar, I will not play the guitar. I have to have the wiggle stick. You know.
Jay Croft says Vince should just embrace his new image and go on stage with a meatball sub and a big gulp.
It would actually be funny. Like, people would be like, well, of course. Or get like DoorDash come up in the middle of the show and deliver him a pizza.
DoorDash. Or 12 tacos.
Yeah, like we did last night. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Fluck says, I'm a fatty, but I put on a great show, bouncing all over the room. I have a lot of energy.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a few LBs on you. It shows you've lived and enjoyed things, and there's nothing wrong with it. I definitely have mine as well, but, you know, I'm not a millionaire singing in front of millions of people either. And honestly, if I was, I would make sure that I was earning that money.
Tech Forge Australia. Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on, man?
He says, hey, Tone Warriors. Hope everyone's doing great.
Good to see you, man.
Tony Krozik, I know of the gorgeous orange Solar guitar. I've wanted one, too.
Yeah, it looks cool. Stay Metal Ray was reviewing it. I'm just like, oh, I want that Sustainiac pickup in that thing.
Tech Forge, sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Tech Forge Australia says, look into the Solar Killer Tone. Comes loaded with Black Winters.
Ooh.
Ooh, Black Winters.
Black Winter.
That's a good name for a band.
Or a pickup. Either way. We're in Black Winter and we use Black Winter pickups. We're amazing.
Let's see. Sven, I bought a Schecter Keith Marrow Mark III Hybrid. Playability is one of the best I tried so far. It's not so good like my Majesty, but very close.
Nice. I know he's got some good signature pickups out too. I haven't played them, but I keep hearing good things about his pickups.
Joshua Stevens, Jarrod, check out Legator guitars. They might have something.
Oh, yeah.
Legator? Can you fan me?
It's on.
Oh, poop.
You want me to scoot it over?
I am like...
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
I'll aim it at you.
I am horribly uncomfortable. Thank you.
How's that?
Yes.
Good? All right.
Thanks.
You stole the fan.
Kyle says there's a new digital whammy called a virtual Jeff that sits on your... Jeff? A virtual Jeff? that sits on your guitar and works like a whammy and capo without moving the strings.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks interesting.
You want a dude named Jeff sitting on your...
No, I don't want a dude named Jeff sitting on my guitar. Not at all.
Flex says, I hope Solar will embrace making 26.5-inch scale neck guitars. I'd buy one in a second.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he will. Ola's a good dude. He's pretty business savvy, so I'm sure he'll come up with something like that. That'll be awesome if they do. They sell like crazy, Solars do, yeah.
I'll have to look up a picture one.
Yeah, we can look them up afterwards.
Yeah. What you got? Just a little drool. Got a little drool on it.
No, I spilled coffee. It's coffee. I spill coffee on my guitars all the time because I'm always taking sips and it drips on them.
Manuel, he says, is the Kemper still the best sounding digital unit?
Yes, 100%. Yep, I swear by it. Yep, there's nothing that sounds better than the Kemper. I think they're all really good. I think you can buy any of them and be satisfied, but if you absolutely want the best sounding digital platform, it's the Kemper. And we've proved it on the show, and I'm going to prove it for you in a minute here.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds incredible. These are my own profiles that I made of the Red 7 Leviathan, and they're chunky, beefy, they're nasty, they're gnarly. I mean, and the feel is really good as well. And Kyle Hart actually got some from me, and he bought them. And by the way, thank you. and he said the same thing. He loves how they sound, and he used them in one of our community jams. And I was like, wow, that sounds really good. He's like, yeah, I was using your profiles. I'm like, well, there you go. All right, 1 second. I'm going to use the studio monitors tonight, not my in-ears. So I'm going to take out my in-ears and listen to them like you guys are. Give me 1 second here, guys.
did
Thank you.
it.
I made it. Yeah, still got some work to do on that one, but
Nice. Tony Krosick said, goosebumps, dude.
oh, thank you.
Flux, go, Jarrod.
Appreciate it.
Jake Croft says, sweet keychain.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
I just got to find my other.
Thank you for the super chat, the Metal Edge.
Oh, thank you.
He says you should do an Enter Sandman riff challenge. That's something I can easily participate in.
Oh, we can do that on the next one. Where's my other earbud? It's all tangled up back here.
Yeah.
Got it? Thank you. Sheesh. Yeah, we can do that for next month.
Klaus says, great job on getting so much more fluid.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've been practicing a little bit. I just can't wait to get back on my regular practice schedule.
Yeah.
Literally, here's my practice time, and I'm not kidding you. It's 20 minutes with coffee in the morning, and then I go to work. That's it. That's all I get. And when I get home, I'm so tired. Half the time, I don't even want to play. My hands are tired. I'm squeezing the trigger all day, washing buildings and gripping hoses. And when I get home, I have claw hand. I'm just done. So, yep, that's all I get. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to be practicing my ass off again. I can't wait because I have lost ground. That's for sure.
Flux says, more of that.
Thank you.
Eric, sickening lead tone.
Yeah, thank you. It's these profiles turned out really good. I mean, I'm serious. These are the best profiles I've ever done. They really are. This amp profiled like a total champ, and I love these profiles.
Let's see. Brad Shimke. Hey, Brad.
Hey, what's up, Brad?
Says, sorry I'm late to the party. Care Bear and Dr. Chugs. I was just in time for Dr. Chugs rocking with Doc and Zygmunt.
Oh, cool, man.
He says he has much respect for Mick Mars as he is underrated riff writer.
He is. I know that Nikki Sixx writes a lot of this stuff, but I'm sure Mick Mars has contributed as well. You know, and I agree.
Tech Forge Australia. So glad Monday morning meetings ended early. Have sure missed hearing Jarrod riff out live.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks, man. Good to see you here always. Thank you so much, man.
Kyle
really
Hart's talking to everybody about making pedals, custom pedals.
Yep, I'll be, as soon as I get some open time, Kyle, I'll be doing some reviews of your pedals, man. This show, I got a little box of them sitting over there. So, yep.
Let's see, Flex, you make me want a Kemper. Might have to sell an amp to get one.
I'm telling you, like, I got an episode, I got a couple episodes coming up that are involving the Kemper, and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you. I don't want to, spoil them here, but I got some good stuff for you guys coming up regarding the Kemper. It's not about the Kemper, but it's in the episodes as, one of them it's about it, but the other one it's kind of like a good, it's there.
Klaus says it's the quality of practice time. No TV or distractions. 20 minutes can be very productive.
It's true. So what I'll do is, and I want to do this too, once I get my regimen down again, I actually want to get it down and then share my regimen with you guys. And because, what works for one person doesn't always work for other people.
Have jammies with Jarrod again.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to share my regimen with you because when I do follow it, it actually works. And I learned some of the stuff from John Petrucci when he was showing how to do riffs. And a lot of times, I had this thing where I was like, I have to play it from start to finish, like a run or whatever. And he'd say, don't do that. Break it down. Just go from, if you got to get from A to Z, go from A to D. Get that down, and then D to G or something, and then work your way up, and then put it all
in my
together.
head, I was like, D, F, G.
Yeah. Did I do that right?
Oh, M.
But that's what you got to do. You got to put it together piece by piece, and I've actually learned how to do that. Like that one riff in there. That's a difficult riff, and honestly, that's my coffee riff for the last couple weeks. I just play that over and over again because it's so weird. And I invented it. I'd have never heard anybody ever play it. I mean, so I came up with that riff back in the day for that song, and it just was in my head, and I was like, how do I find, and I found the notes, and I'm like, oh my God, this is it's like Twister with my fingers. But I had to figure out how to do it, and I actually love playing that riff now because I can finally play it halfway decent most of the time anyway. So, yeah. But I want to share that with people to give them an idea of how to practice properly and really utilize your time.
Michael Maslowski is here.
Hey,
up,
what's going on, man?
you guys? Yeah.
What's
Same.
happening?
Glad you joined us.
Mm-hmm.
Phil McCracken. Those were some tasty licks like a gravy train with biscuit wheels. Like a gravy train with the biscuit wheels.
Thanks, Phil McCracken. That's Jay. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Let me do a couple more mixes for y'alls.
Tasty licks. Like a gravy train with biscuit wheels.
Gravy train with biscuit wheels.
As long as they're gluten-free.
That's right. All right, so I got to mute the mic first. 1 second here, guys. Okay, there's a couple more mixes for you guys. So I use like for my straight up, sound. I use like, just regular amp tone with no effects. I just use an overdrive pedal. And for like something that's a little bigger, if I'm doing like I want to open it up a little bit, I use a little bit of chorus and delay. Just a little bit of delay, give it that space, and a little bit of modulation. I love that. And then for my leads, I use the lead channel, which is channel 2 on the Red 7, and that has basically just an overdrive with delay on it, ping pong delay, And I have 2 versions of that, and then I have modulation on the delay as well for another version. Hear that modulation on there? So I like that, and then I also have the Phase 90, So if I want to use that too. So yeah, that's basically the tones that you're hearing tonight. And I think my clean tone is my Diesel Herbert. Gorgeous. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I do it.
My back hurts.
Yeah?
Getting fidgety.
Yeah. Got all kinds of issues tonight. You're hot, back hurts.
I think it's the wine.
Yeah.
It makes me hot sometimes. Christopher says, practiced. I'm like a dyslexic monkey with too many toys when I practice. Flux wants to know how many preset spots there are in the Kemper.
Well, there are 5, but technically there are 10, because with each one, you can have a different version of that preset. It's called morphing. So like what I was showing you, like again, my example, like here's my dry crunch rhythm. And that's on the first patch. But if I hit 1 again, you'll hear it morph into one with modulation and chorus. I'll do that now. So then I'll morph it back. So you have 2 patches in one, so you can add effects, and when you hit that same patch, you have 2 lights on it. Okay, you have a bottom light and a top light. The bottom light is whatever you want it to be, but for me it's a drier patch, and then the top light is whatever effects I want to slowly or quickly come on and off, depending. So in that slot, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you have 2 slots within a slot. If that makes
That was
sense.
impressive.
That
You
was a
talked
nice-
right through
I
that.
talked right through that belch, didn't I? It's pretty nice.
And he just kept going.
Just kept going. I don't let things stop me.
Oh, God. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Michael Mizlowski says, heartwarming riffs. Tony
Thank you.
Krozik says, sounds like the Spicoli on the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, those tasty waves.
Oh, tasty waves, bro.
Flux says, really clear and succinct tone from the Kemper.
Thank you. Oh, it's great. It really is. I mean, anytime someone comes to me and says, I want an all-in-one digital platform, I just say, go get a Kemper. Don't even waste your time with anything else. Again, they're all great, but if you want the best.
Flux says, damn, now I really want a Kemper.
Dude, it's so good. I mean, tell me it sounds like crap out there. I dare you. It sounds good.
Yeah.
It really does.
Tech Forge Australia. Come on, Kemper is for the little girly arms. you gotta lift the heavy 100-watt tube heads to get the muscles.
That's right. If you're a little sissy, buy a Kemper. You don't have to lift up an amplifier anymore.
Yeah. Pat has joined us. He said that sounded badass.
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 What's up, Pat?
Bill Beard. So when is your rock guitar course coming out? It sounds awesome.
Oh, thank you. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I'm... I could show you how not to play guitar.
Klaus asked, in a live setup, would you just go straight to front of house?
Yeah. I would. See, I use in-ears, you know, live. So if I ever went on stage, if I was ever in another band or doing my solo project, I would take the Kemper, plop it on the floor. I would run my main outs to the front of house, and I would run my monitor outs to our in-ear rig, which is basically what we're using to live stream with. That's what you're listening to, is the Line 6 M20D board that we use for our in-ear monitor rig. And it was done, and we loved it. I mean, it was perfect. Every time we played live, everything was perfect, you know, and I never had any problems. You know, it's funny, when we first started playing out, when I had the HELIX, which is also another really good product, I remember all the sound guys just were like, another guy with a digital platform. Now it's flipped. Now they prefer digital platforms because, number one, they don't have to fight with stage volume. Number two, it's just easy.
Less equipment.
Less equipment.
Less turnover time, right?
Yep. It's just plop it on the floor and plug it in. A lot of sound guys actually prefer Kempers and stuff now. They're like, if you got an
they
amp,
just didn't know what they were initially. They were just like, it's something new.
Yeah, it was that kind of thing, you know. And once they embraced it, you know, but also people weren't dialing them in very good when they first came out. I mean, there was a lot of them that sounded like crap, but it's not because of the product. It was the user.
Paul Smith joined us. He said, I
Hey.
made it, better late than never.
What's going on, Paul?
He loves John 5.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't? I mean, John 5's amazing. Like, great guitar player.
I'm not sure. Paul says you have 120 performances with 5 slots in each. Was he answering? Okay.
Yeah.
Tony says, I find when I run modulation, delay, and phaser at the same time, it starts to get a tad muddy. Any tricks you can suggest? Effects levels for me are set to about 35%.
Okay, so I have, okay, so my
I am super hot.
So my modulation I'm using is the vintage chorus. The rate is 4.0, depth is 8.3, crossover is 20, whatever, I haven't touched that. Mix is 35%. And yeah, that's it. Mix is 35%. So a lot of the times when people run chorus, they run the rate too fast and it gets too wobbly and warbly. Slow it down so you just get that nice, like, slower sine, and it actually keeps it from getting too shaky. So I'll turn the delay off so you can hear the chorus. So here's just the tone with just the chorus on. Okay, so I'll go ahead and turn it off now, and then when you see me reach down, I'm turning it on again. So you heard just that nice little bit of modulation and that extra little bit of space that it gave it. So that's what you're looking for. So slow down your sine, make sure it kind of, you know, just go to like 4.0 or something. A lot of people have it going too fast. Again, the rate on this vintage chorus is 4.0. So, and delay wise, what you want to do for rhythms anyways, okay, you don't want it super loud, you know, and so if you're, I don't know if you is he using a Kemper?
I don't know.
Because it depends, like one person's 50% is another person's 25%, okay, so just so you know, but on the Kemper, the delay, I'm using, it mixes 50%, and the note value, it's ping pong, again, so it's dual delay, it's stereo. So for rhythms, I'm using 3/16 by 6/16, okay, which is a quarter dotted and eighth dotted, depending on the side. Feedback is 31%, and I put a little bit of a high cut in there to darken up the repeats so that they're not so clear. And that's it. You know, that's really all you got to do. And you don't want it super loud because it just, for rhythms, you don't, you know, you just want a little bit, just like
Tony says he's using the Line 6 Helix for the effects.
Oh, okay. So for the Helix, you want to, gosh, I think it's 25% for rhythms, and then I think my leads were 35%, if I remember correctly. So that's basically what that was, you know. So just you just want it for leads, you want it to be too much by itself, but in a mix it sounds perfect. But for rhythms, like I'll show you, like let me just play I real quick with the delay. All right, you'll hear it when I kick it in. You'll hear how tasteful it is. Okay, so basically you heard how it just kind of filled the space up without overpowering everything. So you don't want a lot of repeats. You just want to create a little space with it, and that's basically all you want, you know. So, and then when you play it live in a mix, you'll figure it out after a couple band practices or playing with your backing tracks a few times. You'll get it figured out, and then that's your sweet spot. So hopefully that helps you out.
Sean Hockey says, in the Kemper, they are called rigs, and using the rig manager, you can access 14,000 free figs or rigs, and also rig packs with multiple patches from one artist. This is straight out of the manual, my friends.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can use the Kemper, and I love the mobile app, and I also love the Rig Manager. Now, Rig Manager a couple years ago was an absolute nightmare. I hated it, but they fixed it, and they made a whole new one, and it's way better. So, yeah, Kemper's really come a long ways when it comes to, you know, the interface and all that. It's so much better now.
Steve-O says, I find when playing in a band or a mix, the effects levels need to come up.
Yep. No, you're 100% right. They should sound like they're too loud by themselves, and that's how you know you're on the right path.
Aaron Shot.
Aaron. Hey, Aaron. What's going on, man?
Says, Tony, you should run those effects in a parallel path. I'm sure the aristocrat will agree.
Oh, yes. Parallel paths are always better.
Flex says that I'm running my effects mix at 18 to 25%.
Yeah, it just depends on the unit. You know, like on the Kemper, my leads are, the delay for my solos is 75%, and the delay for my rhythms is 50%. But those numbers would be completely different on another product. Like I said, one person's 50% is another person's 25 or 30, so it just depends.
Tony also said, great advice, Jarrod. I'll try 25% mix levels for rhythm and 35 for leads. Awesomeness. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I think that at least will get you in the ballpark, and then just fine-tune it from there. That'll get you there.
We're
the show.
Caught up with the comments.
Sweet.
Yeah. We'll play something else.
Yeah, I want to play... What do I want to play? Ooh.
I'm going to play Turn the Thermostat Down.
I did. It's down to 66.
I don't know what's going on.
Huh?
Boiling.
Jeez. Sheesh. Let's do Night Tours. Want to do Night Tours?
Let's do it.
Haven't done that in a bit. Hang on a second, guys. just monkeying around with that solo.
You're teasing everybody.
Yeah, I got a little bit. I'm working on some stuff with that solo. That was some extra noodling there, but yeah, I'm working on that one. That one's been fun. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, like the Kemper is legit as hell. Like playing this thing is like I've actually had it parked for several weeks now because I came home and I bought the Spark.
Yeah.
And the Spark's great. Don't get me wrong, it's great. It's just so convenient. I took it out on the deck, smoke a cigar, play some riffs, whatever, and it was awesome. And then I think I was talking to Aaron Short on the phone the other night, and I'm like, we were talking about the Kemper. I'm like, dude, I haven't plugged into my Kemper in weeks, and I was like, while I was on the phone with him, I grabbed it and hooked it all up, and then we ended our phone call, and I plugged in. I was like, holy crap, this thing sounds great! Like, wow, yeah. And with the stereo separation in my living room and the speakers, oh, it's just so good,
Let's see. They're talking about Kempers back and forth with each other. Paul says he loves his Kemper. He's going on 11 years.
Yeah.
Aaron says the Kemper is great. Been enjoying a stage and cab for a few months now.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Aaron says it's not as flexible as a HELIX and QC, but it's perfectly thought out for gigging guitarists. It's a great product.
It really is. Like, for the tweakers that just want to sit there and turn knobs all day, maybe you want something else, but man, just, get a good profile, put your effects in there. The only time you see me reaching down and messing with the effects on this unit is when I'm answering questions. I turn this thing on and I play it. I don't monkey around with all the stuff. I'm not a knob turner. I just think that if, when I profile my amps, I A/B it, and I know it's legit. And I'm like, what do I need to turn knobs for? I don't turn the knobs on the amp I just profiled. Why would I turn knobs on the profile,
Dean's not happy with the tease. Teasing isn't cool.
Yeah, I'm working on some riffs for that lead. There's some...
I am tanking.
Are you?
I am tanking really fast. Must be the wine.
Yeah, that wine knocks you out, man. Yeah, I got some stuff coming up. I love the. I know, I'm sure on that one, and then when it kicks in. How'd that go? Something like that. I'm working on some stuff,
We're gonna have to start going on an hour earlier.
Yeah.
I had close to 8.
Well, we're taking turns because I was tanking earlier. This afternoon, I was tanking, man. Yeah, there's no
Past
excuse.
my bedtime.
I guess, man. But yeah, I'm working on some stuff. I got the solo album coming up, and I'm going to be recording with TJ, my buddy TJ. And honestly, he's such a great guy to record with because he can show me anything. I mean, the guy's just insane. He's a great guitar player. So if I get stuck on something, I'll be like, hey, I want to kind of do something here, kind of this way, and I'll show him what the idea is, and then he'll take it and go, oh, all right, try this, and then I'll try it, and then I'll kind of make it my own. And yeah, he's really helpful with that. So I can't wait to get going on this. But the first 2 songs I'm going to record are Night Terrors and City Lights. I'm going to do those 2 first. And I'm going to shoot videos for them, and can't wait to get that done. Man, you're making me yawn now.
I've hit a wall.
Fighting
I
it.
don't know what happened.
You definitely hit a wall.
I've hit the
You
wall.
need some cold air on you is what you need.
I know, it's on me.
Yeah, maybe you need some cold outside air.
Maybe.
Yeah, we should go in the
Drink some
fort.
more water.
Go into Fort Shred afterwards and hang out there for a few minutes. But I think we covered everything tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we covered all the stuff.
We're caught up on the comments. Oh, a couple just popped in.
All right,
Let's
we'll read
see.
a few more comments and we're going to call it a night.
Kyle says you really can do a lot with the definition and clarity controls.
Yeah, you really can.
Tony says, on the Line 6 Helix, the script mod phase and courtesan flange is amazing together and by themselves. Worth checking out if you have the Helix.
They really are. You're right. There's a lot of good effects in the Helix. There really are.
Dean really likes Grateful. It's a cool song. Seriously, I really like the groove.
Thank you. It was one of our favorites when we played in the band. I mean,
For
it was just
sure.
such a great song.
It's a good crowd pleaser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vocals were awesome in it too. It was really a fun song to play, and I had a completely different solo for it. I think there's going to be remnants of it in this one, but I
Did
hope
you forget it, or you wanted to just do something
I want to
different?
do something
Yeah.
different. I mean, I feel like I've grown a little bit since several years ago. I would like to think
Oh,
so.
same
So
here,
I
yeah.
might as well do the stuff that I'm doing, capable of now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll be on for about a couple more minutes, guys. And
If I can stay awake.
oh, yawny pants here.
I'm sorry. No more
Buzzkill.
wine. Literally a buzzkill. No more wine on the show.
Yeah. Well, I know you've had a long week. I've definitely had a long week. So again, I appreciate you guys' patience with me regarding getting some videos out and stuff. I'm doing what I can, but as soon as I'm done with these buildings, I'll be doing more. I'm excited. I'm really excited to do more videos for you guys, and I'm excited to do the channel update video because I got a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to share with you guys. And I actually posted in the community section asking like what people wanted. So most people wanted 10-minute videos.
Yes.
And then the second was
I feel like somebody's been telling you that.
yeah, I wonder who that would be. And the second place was 10 to 20 minutes. And they're kind of close,
Yeah.
so I'll do a blend of those two, most likely. I'm not doing any more long-form videos, though. It's just too much work, and you hardly get any views. And it's just like, why put in that much work to get crap views?
Yes.
It's just not worth it, So it's like making homemade lasagna.
Yeah, it's gone in
And
10 minutes.
well, and no one shows up to eat it, and you're like, really? I'll just go to get the frozen crap if you guys.
Tech Fortrester. Damn it, Kara, you got me yawning.
I
Oh,
know.
and it's not even noon there. I'm so sorry. Aaron Short says your QC video is a year old now. I wonder what the aristocrat thinks about that.
Yes, I need to do an update on that. I do. We and Aaron were talking about that. I might need to do an update on that as well and see what's going on.
I'm so sorry.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, let's see. Joshua Stevens, HX effects with the tube amp with MIDI.
Oh yeah, HX Effects is awesome, man. I think Line 6 definitely came up with a lot of really great tools for us guitar players that sound great. They're easy to use, great effects. I'm going to do some Helix content soon as well. I just have to update it, and I'm going to basically dial in some presets. So I'll be doing that soon as well, for sure.
Bugs Pathfinder says he'll show up for lasagna.
Well, I would too.
I'd probably show up for lasagna too.
Lasagna is the stuff. I love lasagna.
Oh,
Love
God. Well, we've had fun. I'm sorry I crashed at the end of the show tonight.
You're crashing hard.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to sing the new song, too.
Yeah,
That was good.
yeah, you actually did a really good job.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you. That was good. It's a lot to come on and do a new song and take that risk, It really is. So
If I wasn't so tired, I'd push to do it again right
Yeah.
now, but
you ain't gonna now. You
yeah.
done.
Now I'm, because all I can think about is sweeping.
Well, guys, thanks so much. We know that there's all kinds of other things you could be doing tonight, and we appreciate very much the fact that you chose to hang out with us tonight. Seriously, it means a lot. So really appreciate that very much. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
God bless you guys. I can't wait to get some more videos out for you. Y'all come back now here.